Hello, welcome back to Just Smell Better, the best fragrance channel in the world. Today is the video you guys have been waiting for, man. The full review of the brand new Valentino Born in Roma Ivory. The Sephora exclusive $165 brand new cologne. And bro, this bottle shocked the world when it released on TikTok, man. This is such a beautiful white bottle, very different from all the other ones, man. The other ones are like black and purple and have a gradient. This one is solid and just white. I will be reviewing this one first, but if you want to stick around for the end of the video, I'm also going to be reviewing my brand new Fragrance World or French Avenue Vulcan Baie, which is a clone of Pink Boa by Stephen Humber Lucas. And I will be reviewing my brand new Game of Spades bonus clone of Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. So these are at the end of the video, or like after I'm done with my Valentino review. But without further ado, man, let's start reviewing this brand new Valentino. So like I said, Sephora only exclusive, which is kind of weird. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, like every other release, you know, you're gonna find it on Joma Shop, on all these discounters, on Macy's, but apparently not. I don't know when this is gonna go out of stock, but just in case, I had to go that same very day and buy it. Full retail, obviously you have to at $165. With taxes, it ends up being $180. So how does this smell? I haven't been able to wear it, but I have sprayed it before this video when I got out the shower, and I'm gonna do it again. Right off the bat, I'm not a fragrance expert, but this is different from every other Born in Roma. Those are usually a little bit fresher, like every single one of them, except maybe like the Green Extravaganza and maybe the Intense, but they all follow like a similar pattern. This one, straight off, it's a little bit more for fall. It feels cozy and it feels like smooth and relaxing. I get like a creamy vibe. I don't know, like a creamy masculine dessert. I don't know if that makes sense, but it is sweet. It is gourmand-ish, but it is not feminine. If you look at the notes at Fragrantica, it gives you bergamot at the top. Obviously, every cologne has to have bergamot or lemon or lime or a citrus. In the middle, it has a note of fire, which is so confusing. I've never seen fire being used as a note. It also has lavender, which of course gives it that smooth, clean feel, kind of like a laundry detergent vibe, like you just came out of the shower. And of course, the base notes are more darker notes, and the main one that I can pick up is the smoke. It feels a little bit smoky. Like I said, it feels a little bit like, it smells like you're sitting around in a campfire, and I don't know if it's the fire that you can smell, or if that's just the notes playing things in my mind, or if it's the burnt wood that gives you that smoky feel. Either way, it is decent, man. I do like it. I don't get that milky feel that a lot of people were talking about, but I don't know if they were saying that the women's one smells like milk, because this one does not smell like milk. And I posted a TikTok of me buying this one, and a lot of people apparently don't like it. A lot of people on TikTok actually hate it. I got a lot of comments saying that it smelled like shit, that they were gonna return it, that it was overpriced. Now I do agree, it is overpriced. I wouldn't recommend buying this like just to have it, you know, just because it is limited time, but it is at least worth checking it out, obviously sampling it, or you can just go to Sephora and smell it on yourself. But make sure you spray it on yourself to see how it performs, because on the paper it smells completely different. But for me, who I am a fragrance lover, a collector, an addict, I had to pick it up obviously for the channel and to sell samples and just to have it, to be able to say I got the new Valentino. And so that is more like just consumerism from me, and not like actually smelling it and then buying it. I blind bought this one completely, and so since I blind bought it, honestly, I'm just glad it doesn't smell horrible. It's actually a nice wearable scent. I don't know why this feels like it is like from the Maison Margiela line, the replica line, and it could be called something like By the Fireplace or the Autumn Vibes, something fall related, which replica has a lot of names for that. And so it's just a nice one for October, for November. I'm gonna be rocking it a lot to see if it actually, you know, surprises me a little bit more. So the main conclusion is, don't buy this expecting to be a mass appealing Valentino like the Extra Dose, the Intense, the EDT. Make sure you smell this one first before you commit to a full bottle, because paying $180 for this, it's risky on its own. What would I give it a final rating? I would give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10. I feel like it's decent. I feel like all of these colognes, these new releases, ended up being like a 7.5 out of 10 for first impressions. They're all decent, but nothing worth the extreme price, or nothing worth like losing your mind over. I would be fine if I didn't pick it up. I wouldn't die. I wouldn't like buy it on eBay for $500. I would be completely chilling. But now that I have it, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna wear it, and it's something that I'm gonna enjoy wearing. You know, it's not like I'm gonna wear it just because I have it. I'm actually looking forward to wearing this DNA. So Valentino, Born in Roma, Ivory, final impressions, 7.5 out of 10. So now let's actually talk about some cheaper ones, but still not so cheap. This is my brand new Game of Spades. This is my ninth different Game of Spades bottle, and this is Game of Spades Bonus, which is a clone of Pacific Chill. And it's pretty new. It's pretty new to the market. I've been seeing it on TikTok Shop, blowing up. People are desperate to make TikTok Shop sales. And so I'm a little bit late to the party. It came out like a month ago, but I had to pick it up just because I almost have every single Game of Spades fragrance, and I couldn't miss out on the second biggest Louis Vuitton clone, if you want to call it like that. Pacific Chill, obviously number one. Imagination, which is Game of Spades Full House. And so this one, let me test it out one more time, man. I did a TikTok on it, obviously for the TikTok Shop too. Beautiful atomizer. And right away you get the mintiness, the fig, and the apricot, which is what gives Pacific Chill that signature scent. So good, man, so addictive. I just want to keep coming to this. When I did the video with my girl and I rated she rated Afnan Red Reef at the end, people were like, you guys have horrible taste. Like, Afnan Red Reef is one of my favorites. And I agree with you, man, but it was her video. Like, she ranked it last only because she said it herself. She liked it, but the rest of the colognes were so much better. Like, I chose some good colognes that video. Like, I actually love Afnan Red Reef, and Game of Spades Bonus does a similar job. They smell pretty similar. There's like a few differences here and there, but I'm not an expert to go deep into it, man. All I can say is that it's a little bit less fresh. I feel like it's a little bit less citrusy and like bold in the opening. I feel like this one's gonna be a little bit closer to the skin, which I don't know how that's gonna perform, especially for hot environments or the gym. But all I can base it on right now is the smell and the price. It is $80, unfortunately, man. After every new Game of Spades cologne, it's at $80 now. So what can you do? So would I recommend over Afnan Red Reef? Probably not. Most likely not, man. I'm gonna test it out in the gym and let you guys know. But for right now, they smell pretty similar to, for me to recommend an $80 clone over a $35 to $40 max clone in Afnan Red Reef. And so for right now, I'm gonna give Game of Spades Bonus a 6 out of 10 because it replicates Pacific Chill pretty good. But there's better alternatives for a cheaper price. Afnan Red Reef still beats it, I'm pretty sure. But there's so many Pacific Chill clones out there that it's gonna be hard to keep track of all of these. I got 2 of them. I can only recommend the cheaper one. And finally, let me talk more about my brand new French Avenue Balkan Bay. And so I did a little YouTube short about this one and it did pretty decent, but not a lot of views. So basically, this is a clone of Pink Boa by Stepher Humber Lucas, which is the same brand that does the popular God of Fire. I don't know why I always wanted to have this pink little bottle. I found it so cool and I smelled it and I was disappointed just because I was promised like a strawberry lemonade smell and I was really hyped up. It was so faint and I could barely smell anything. Now honestly, it's been developing and I can smell it a little bit more even through the cap. Like, it's getting stronger, but it still doesn't smell how I want it to. It feels a little bit dark, dense, close to the skin. Like, it has some animalic notes which I don't like, and I just expected more, especially for $185 for 50 milliliters. And so this brand new Vulcan Baie, which obviously does the God of Fire clone 2 in the Balkan Bay, I think it's called. And honestly, bro, the presentation is also pretty decent. Like, they have a snake wrapping around the cap. That's pretty cool. And right off the bat, this one smelled pretty similar to Pink Boa, but with like a fresher take, which is what I wanted like to begin with. I wanted like a synthetic, refreshing pink lemonade. Now this one is not like synthetic like that. It is not refreshing, but it is just a little bit lighter, man, a little bit more fresh, and that's all I can ask for, especially for being $50 and Pink Boa being $185. I just wasted my money buying this. And so 2 weeks after I bought this one, French Avenue saw that video probably, and they were like, you know what, just smell better, we got you, we're gonna release a cologne for you, just for you, man, just for you. And so they released Balkan Bay. It's a solid one that I can recommend to you guys. Now this smell, it's not going to be as mass appealing because it does have a vodka note, which honestly, like, a lot of people are not gonna like. I do like it even though I don't drink. I don't know why I find the smell of vodka like a little bit alluring, like a little bit addictive. It has me wanting to smell more of it. Now the best vodka cologne that I've smelled is by Kelly and Vodka on the Rocks. That one smelled so good and like realistic vodka, and I took it to the gym, and honestly it had my stomach rumbling a little bit just because of the smell. And so this is like vodka with pink lemonade, a little bit of strawberry in there. It's pretty nice, man, pretty unique. It is unisex though, so not the most masculine smell, but if you want to try it out, man, hey, go check it out. French Avenue Balkan Bay, a solid new release and a solid clone. But yeah, man, these are my new pickups. Let me know what you think. Are you gonna buy the new Vulcan Baie? Are you gonna buy the new King of Spades bonus? Or are you gonna stay with your Pacific Aura, your Off Non-Ray Reef, or all the other million Pacific Chill clones? And are you gonna go try out the new Valentino Ivory? Let me know what you think about this smell. Is it worth the price, and are you going to buy it? It is available on my sampling store. If you cannot go to Sephora, I sell like 1 milliliter samples for $5. Just letting you know it is available along with these two, so go check it out. Link in the description. It helps me out a lot. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If we hit 10K before the end of the year, I'm gonna give away a Surfshark cologne. Don't forget about that. But I don't think we're gonna hit it, man, so don't get too excited. But yeah, man, thank you so much for watching. Just smell better.